Okay everybody, this is mooneydashcam. If you enjoy these videos, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. I also do have an Instagram and a TikTok at mooneydashcam, if you want to check those out also. Alright, today we are in Manhattan. Right now we're in Uptown Manhattan, otherwise known as Harlem. We're going to be doing a video on Central Park. Alright, we're going to see if we could drive on some of the roads in Central Park. A lot of them have been closed. But straight ahead, what you can see is Central Park. There's stuff going on here to the right. The subway entrance here. Alright, no problems over there. Alright, so yeah, this is Central Park straight ahead of us. I'm going to make a right and go around, and I'll give you some facts and stuff about the park. So yeah, there were a lot of roads. Not a lot, but there are a bunch of roads through Central Park that I used to be able to drive on, but they've since been closed. I think some of them are still open, because I have driven on one or two of them before. Right now we're on West 110th Street. Alright, so the first parts of the park first opened in 1858. And then it took a really long time for them to complete it. They completed it in 1876. Yeah, here are some entrances to roads that you can't go on to the left here. We're going to be making a left down Central Park West in this next coming little roundabout thing. So they completed in 1876. Robert Moses started a program to clean up the park in the 30s, in the 1930s. And then later on after that, a non-profit, the Central Park Conservancy, created in 1980 to like refurbish and keep up on the park. They're the ones who are mainly in charge of keeping on top of everything in Central Park. Their annual budget is like $35 million. It is a humongous park, so I guess that's kind of justified. But it does seem like a lot of money to keep up a park. But now that I think of it, I did read that the annual visitors to Central Park are around 38 million. So it's about $1 per person. That's what it takes to maintain it. Going around this roundabout right now. I'm sure there's some kind of significance to this roundabout. Frederick Douglass Circle Plaza. That's what we're going around right now. There are so many monuments, fountains, statues, memorials, countless things in Central Park. The camera's not picking up. There's some kids trying to skate on this plaza in the middle here. So yeah, Central Park is 843 acres. And I also read this, I don't know how true this is, it kind of sounds crazy. It's the most filmed location in the world. I don't know if that means films as in movies or films as in like just civilians filming areas. And Central Park is surrounded by a 29,000 foot long, 3 foot 10-inch stone wall. Surrounds the whole entire perimeter of Central Park. There are obviously openings to get in and out and gates and stuff like that for walking paths and bike paths and stuff. But that's how long it is. 29,000, a little more than 29,000 feet. I didn't want to get, it's like 29,500 feet or something like that. Once we get around this little loop here, then we'll be on Central Park West, which is actually the road John Lennon lived on and was shot on. Not the exact road, but that's where his apartment was. He shot on one of the roads coming off. If we pass it and I notice it, I'll point it out. I actually do have a video that'll link that video. kind of a cold day, so there are a lot of people out, but not as many as you would expect to be in and around Central Park. So a lot of people probably think a lot of Central Park is like natural, but it's not. It was totally man-made. Almost everything in the park is man-made, down to the rocks that are placed. There's 8 lakes and ponds. Every single one of them is man-made. There's actually 21 children's playgrounds. There are restaurants in there. There's a castle. Countless statues, like I said before. There's a museum, a zoo. There's a Cleopatra's Needle, which was taken from Egypt. It was delivered to Central Park in like the late 1880s, but it was made in 1450 BC. It's the oldest man-made thing in Central Park. There's just a road here coming up I could turn down. That'd be interesting. Nope. There's blocks. Yeah, there's so Cleopatra's Needle. There's an ice skating rink. Oh, here's a road, but it's the one-way facing out towards us. That's a shame. There's an ice skating rink. There's a carousel. There's waterfalls. Pretty crazy. The park is kind of split up. Not split up, but named into 3 different parts. The north end, mid park, and south end. I heard this crazy statistic once of how much, not statistic, but figure, of how much Central Park would be worth if it was sold to like build on for construction. So I looked it up again. This number blew my mind. $39 trillion is what Central Park would be worth if it was sold off for construction. I can't even wrap my head around that number. The country isn't... so if we sold all of Central Park to construction, then we could get the country out of debt. Plus some. Pretty crazy to think that. Now I don't know where this leads me, so I'm just going to go through. An arrow that points to east side. Straight here. So I'm looking at the road on the map, and it's called the 97th Street Transverse. So we're cutting through the middle of Central Park, and it's going to spit us out onto 5th Avenue. Also, the apartments and homes that surround Central Park is some of the most expensive real estate in the world. I was looking up some of the prices. There's some that go for $20 million, $30 million, $48 million. I found one for $55 million. I even found one for $17 million, and I looked at it, and I looked at the pictures. It's not that nice of an apartment. It's like a normal... I guess you get kind of the best of both worlds. You get to live in the city, and you get this beautiful like landscape and view. So that's kind of interesting, but I don't know if it's interesting enough to be worth $50 million, $55 million. These are some of the apartments to the left here. You're not gonna be able to see. They just look like buildings, but up in there is some of the richest people on Earth. So like I said, now we're on 5th Avenue. We are heading back up. Nope, I apologize. We're heading south. Also, if you look up like how many movies were filmed here, it's incredible. The list goes on and on forever. So if you're interested, you can check that out. We just passed the Smithsonian Design Museum. That's a beautiful building. Oh, there's another. Ah, of course we can't go down it. I wish I was an authorized vehicle. There's a museum right here to the left. The Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. With a tractor out front. I don't know why there's a tractor out front. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. Or not, I don't know. You can even see on a kind of cold day. Not that it's so cold, it's like 60 degrees out, but it's a little chilly, no sun. People are out and about. People love Central Park. A lot of the annual visitors aren't actually tourists, it's just people from the city strolling through. As I mentioned before, obviously there are a crazy amount of attractions. Wow, so I could have went through there, but there was a bus blocking me, I didn't see. That's a shame. What's this to the right? Let's look it up. The Met, 5th Avenue. Okay. Pretty insane. There's a fountain out front. Oh, I didn't have lunch today. A hot dog would be nice right now. Or any of these little food carts. What am I hearing? There's a band playing somewhere. I don't know if the audio's catching that up. Picking that up. Thomas J. Watson Library's in there. 2 little cafes. And it even shows me on my map there's an ATM there. So that's nice. I think I'll be able to cut through the park again and end up back on the other side in a minute. It's an interesting charger here. Oh, someone's getting their car towed right now. Or about to be getting their car towed. That's what happens when you park in a bus-only lane. You're not even supposed to drive in it, let alone park. Alright, so we can cut through here. Nice. Don't want to get anyone's way. A lot of these arches are named and have some historical value to them. I mean, I'm from New York and I've never even known this much or seen this much about Central Park. Now we're going to pop back out on Central Park West where we were before. We're going to still head south since we started up north. Oh, we actually just passed. You couldn't see it because it was above one of the overpasses, but we just passed the Belvedere Castle. The castle that's in Central Park, which is crazy to even say that there's a castle there. Sometimes you deserve a honk at a light, you know? You don't go right away. That's what I expect. I actually get a little annoyed if I'm not paying attention and no one honks at me. It's like, why aren't you letting me know? What's this to the right here? It is, I'll let you know, I won't leave you hanging. The American Museum of Natural History. I've been here before. That's a Theodore Roosevelt monument right there. I've actually been here a bunch. I'm surprised I didn't recognize it. It was when I was younger. Alright, back to the main point, Central Park. That person clearly blew that light in front of us. Hey, everyone that's been a long-time subscriber knows I've blown a few lights in my day, so I can't be mad. The building that we just passed on the right, I was making sure, that's why I didn't mention it earlier, that was the building that John Lennon lived at and was shot at. Like I said, I'll link that video. Alright, we don't have much more to go until we're totally on Central Park South, the south side of Central Park. Pretty self-explanatory. So we'll go the rest of the blocks, and then we'll call an end to this. Actually, there's a road we could shoot through. One more road that goes through. We'll pass the carousel. So I'll do that. We'll see when I actually get to the road if I can go through it. Oh, it looks like I can. Look at that. So the carousel should be on our right, but since these roads are so set down, we probably won't see it. But maybe we'll catch a glimpse, of course. Yeah, it's right to the right here. Obviously, you can't see. Alright, so we're back on 5th Avenue. Over here, right? Wow, look at this cathedral. Let's see what the name is. Oh, Temple Emmanuel. I mean, what a beautiful building. Got a little smoke come out of the ground. It's usually from the subway, but I don't know for sure where it's from. To the right is something called the Arsenal. I don't know exactly what the Arsenal is, but it's that building behind the trees there. Now I can't make a right here onto Central Park South, so that's pretty much everything there is to show about Central Park that I can. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I have a Instagram and a TikTok, both at mooneydashcam if you want to check those out. See you in the next one.